Simabiru supermarket dear pa. In fact, omo ankasa kro omu ni mo ho. Omu nim so omu ni ama efe but sima me admire from afar so nsa no efe papa yatel ebo adwuma. Enti Simabiru, happy birthday to you, designer papa. E bon pa say obekọ international platform say woni ho dada na eyewa o girlfriend Hannah of Honey's Fabrics and on say auntie ya and designers na kese ba ko ye ni birthday Mr. Wishing ma me why and I miss you in 10 year wishing ma and ye enti sima happy birthday nyame onhia na new awuda imu no on ma new designs na yehu sima new collections for kra why enjoy your day with new designs. I say Mamina Zelvoga says so you're great and one of the good fashion designers and Ghana or European markets or US markets or UK markets and they be a metnasi Jordan Benada say since Azel Naki Kensi and Nino fe kama na me come for Zelvoga Mao say Azelvog ewo and that's a dear made in Ghana fe Osimhen titiyen so training fashion designers and fashion illustrators enti eya na ode obana koho o dofo no wakwala no apese oboa no ema onya ba bisi da ache no saa na masre honorable Pablo say apprenticeship program no monfa aze onto so no betimi atete emabunu no bebre kama pa ama mo akra mo be say sana ya mo amabunu ya ke ha wo mo pa chombe frazela 0244 155 266 0244-155-266 na mame enchia ura otre Hannah nene papa Honey's Fabrics papa so de eno ane Honey's Fabrics otu kan wakofa bebre aba nti hwehwe no Instagram Honey's Fabrics Hannah no now the IES asoso obehu se fabrics a efe eye kama ewo ho na obi onu Simabiru kra feeling no na own feeling what na koje fabrics ewo ho Z Nails and Beauty na was meeting who said ye da wo yo no fe kama jaye meni age ho na no kra de agree one bi so amisan chem say me ye na mafo no se me come me wa bomu so a no akina na me sha ko radio ya hwe fe papa Z Nails and Beauty enwi ahodo colors na wa utim se enwi na de se o sha si ampa enwi pakasa amenipa na nkasa na enwi pa de ekasa enti ya cause Nails and Beauty because no wa your nails ewo ho fe or Spintex Kotobabi EcoBank echiwa pe friend 055 3837 201 na kai senje bakery that's why ema yin be the boy in this way so enti kai se won so ju this way obeju Angel Bakery bano na odi aka ho Angel Brodo obo pano di mu dey say Angel Bakery feel the taste of the wheat bread, the sugar bread, the butter bread and the cocoa bread baby I top provisions any panel or traffic no she hu say label no Angel kakra kabo ho no wajibi kama wonom wo pig farm abedi pele down obefre omo a 0264 22 74 14 simple na wafre omo beje so fine and pay enkomo no de wa woni tua enra court kwa setena akra kwa setena na Kumasi so high court kwa setena nti ene ebeka court saa na CEO summit no so ekoso enra nti President Mahama say enche Ghana beko bond market EBC president untumi me entina fa akona yenko bond market no EBC hwe na wo Ghana no ye be den yesika na enzo nti ye be den akase yenko bond market yenko botiabo botia no de ubebo na ubebo a na wabo ni ye na so abanchiri manfa so nti abedwafo abai returning soon to the bond market. Governor Bank of Ghana so kasai edifa cedi na hoden apeja ba no eho tini na beken komo no afei ye the court ni nyina bomaye ne baako court any CID ti court issues CID matters arising kwabena edubu ahen NSB penira da no ne trial no judge say se mo pese mo enter plea bargain muni kan and responded ni ensema prosecution aka ni nyina ne lawyer for ye kure ma ya adwene ebi say na lawyer no judge betimi adwene ama mo saa eno so ye de wo ho Prof Christopher Amio Kumfi oye me professor maka che muda me ware no sa ye abreso no ware ana ye yi reception chairman prof na ye chairman wo me wedding reception as in fact the Land Cruiser ina metina mu entia prof ye papa metum kase me ni Prof Christopher Amio Kumfi da onu kura me hu no na meka because the chima wo ya ahene mahene but ahene mahene wo trial inti no enra court no ko no mama no 10 million Ghana cedis bail Sky Train scandal and afei governor of Ashanti region chairman won to me and so Galamsey sense me CID enra wo hwe ya ye hye nkomo na se enra wo koye CID for no so the krata aba se omune na kasa busa no kosa bi na wo maka che ne se enne awiagina no miensa na che se 3 pm no won sign emra enti enne obesan akọ eno nyina ka court ensem no nanso obi be ka first things first enso isu yira fa ye ni ba bi tia ye be den abetena ha na adwudwa ya no enti flood mitigation in Greater Accra region you see demolition e die be koso resec nie na admoni na MMDCs for nyina ka bom se omo boa na wo mo elidi regional minister nso di resec no anim ye tai hu enso afibia nso ni yiri fa ye edian ne be che se we nye daa de ni bia we be ye sononko na we nso be ye bibia eye afebo ade ya sanita no ye political analyst ene de Peter yi no wakotena tia no hwa ena Peter Kwesi Mensa ye deputy CEO Tema Shipyard George Krobia Sante Akuase Boga or deputy national communications director Emma NPP what's it on per Akuase Boga no
oh you keep hey na me matena ha me mo Akuase din da ya cha wa na me
we den ya Akuase
wa na me de won se no kuro
say praise move for the via say me who is our baby sem ne ba is ya me dem me mpe
I na offer prince ye minia so yeah I na offer prince
union
who's offer na mama
who be steady me TV so boyfriend TV so husband for me na me choose wo me ma wo choose what I want to say
say am ya sure
who kita list bebre chiachi ane nko
me das
agenda list all list bebre okay thank you Alonso ne peto ana omo ho eni agbasi o de wo montina wo se ne machia wo
mo wachi omo
na me yi omo afi
Mr. and Mrs. Amazwa
nke se me de kan na ma ye ne short
amount look but machia Dennis Otibo Battles Otibo Engineering Services
what of Fraba
dance bar and when I'm saying for can come service I will a friend North Condition but Otibo me ma yako was aka baby
oh nka friend you obeyensi
memory there be na e be pen crab ya o so jankro
yako
funeral service in the Prince of Peace Presbyterian Church engineer me ma yako I still ka baby a mo ya because if you are no too for kakra
so still dey why to say wo ma me
into Dennis baby I will be a mature I say my chair and my colleagues na men kan so say men kai atiefo ni ahwefo say I think ahwefo enrachi AU day ye kwasi dey twam
okay
ye to santre kakra to support the 3 Sahelian countries no
okay
say we care about them, we support them in everything that they are doing. Asimi Gota of friends in Mali, Abdul Rahmani Chiani of Niger, and then Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso.
Okay.
We pray, and this one I want to speak English. We pray that by the close of 2030, all the Francophone countries on the African continent would have liberated themselves from the shackles of neocolonialism. It is the last stage of imperialism. In fact, if every coup would take this form, I will support it in any day, any time. You understand? There's the need for us to break that shackles, that foreign shackles, that seeks to, as it were, steal our mineral resources, capture, influence our political dispensation, economic influence, everything. We need to tell them to take their hands off Africa so we can manage our own resources, period. So we support them. And I am thankful to His Excellency, the sitting President, John Dramani Mahama, for showing care to that 3 Sahelian countries, sir. Ultimately, and more to ensure, say, they are not alone. But any attempt to bring them back to ECOWAS there, I would say no. They should unite so that any country on the African continent who wants unification will join them. Hey. Just like Ghana, Guinea.
Then they be a fast about
Medas. Abrofo no more the nyache. Omodi nyache. Obugusu wiaye. Ukase we change policy be on gold or any mineral resource no more drag. No more pay when you work free home. It is enough. Enough is enough.
Of where we be. See you are quite 10 billion. Who is a mua? Only was a form of was it 10 billion?
I say for our call habitation kakra.
Oh, about a busy kakra, Kumasi Batuaba. So, of course, and no crime shows over sitting and
court case is not breaking it down.
Hope say, no, sometimes I think say they just want to show off kakra. And also soccer politics.
Okay.
Party na position, more than enjoy antino. I mean, as if I were we are Michelle. Yancha Ghana for our Jebrena or Shane. Tamashe yard for HL.
Major
said a macacho, and I'm yard man, next man may invite you. So, we do a near Bashadi.
Okay.
I have a force so dear. I'm sure if the case certificate for.
Oh, yeah, that was certificate. On calling
louder consequence. On don't be a half a president.
Okay.
This year, no. The MP.
Okay.
This year, no, ya half a president.
Pino no said we jama. Alaji wo call the chibeja. Salaji and so one san chepe be say certificate obeji wo.
Asema nya betre.
Ya pae. Olobo ase.
Ya Ghana for. Ene ma half for. Ene ma certificate out for. Me ncha me nua no na ene ye me nua senior man Benjamin Nsroma ne birthday. Or 8 to the chief of staff. One of our fantastic and dynamic socialist member. Na eduma obo edema party no any chief no eye de so inti yembo yemotion happy birthday na yema ne tin kwa nyankopon enkoso a ema ne nkwapa no ma ne kwatentene apomodin yebetime de a contribute to the growth of this country. Inti menua Benjamin Nsroma happy birthday. Na mesre mehia sema me fantudwa.
Okay.
Anopei ene ndra mahwe video bi about driver ni bi a directive abasa yente ahyenkade so. Na driver ni no ejina camera mu ka kire Ghana for so mo de omonte so. Na nasem titiri ne se o kan semienu adwadifuo ebimu ntete wo mo ne amaso enti omo so omo nte so ena spare parts bo enso ebimu ntete so enti omo nte so ye papa no madobafo ye papa no ye ofanom ye nuanom amo ye ahyenkafo na makoma so ade ambese president mama nti amoto abama nyina se petrol buo ye nte so wow yes senkani bia your main consumable petrol ena nyame adom petrol no buo yateso ade amawo say yateso amawa ade a wo use no day in day out every day petrol enti enya ateso amawo no yatumu a wotumu ena yateso say hwi enti di amane ye ne say aban maye mafamu de amamu ahyenkafo timamufo a omuyusu mo kaade kodwa so de ba no monte amanfo desire no ne kyerɛkyerɛ enti omanfo no so mo monte so sɛ de mbaya omanfo no so ho bɛhin awone jodeni no ade ba ko ama ne niam a woton ne bo kɔsoro ne sɛ ɔde niam ne kɔfa kaade kodwa mu a wode na boden enti wo hyenkani wo pɛsɛ jodeni nte na ade so a petrol na yate so ama wo no te wo ka sika ne so na dwadini ni so ade kodwom a niama na ode kɔ no ne bo a ode kodwom no anya de no no so ate so watumi akotobi na wo a ye de kan ate petrol no so ama wo a wo akoto a ya ato no fofofo no wo nte so ma no dwadini no wo pese wo de na boden no kodwa ne so obeda no watumi ate so spare parts a wo ka no spare parts no wo nto ne de biada ahyenkafo nye da biada na motor spare parts saa honom nso hyehyɛ gusu a empanifo ne spare parts dealers no so di nkutamu a enche omo so obia betete ne niam so edu wo hyenkani na wo main consumer boy ye petrol na ya teso ama no te wo niam so no manfo no ehwo henha wo mo entiane DPIT I was so happy am say metie mo na money omo edin come instruction ne say Ghana for ofaka na hyenkani no empɛ so obete so a mo report na ma police oman no dia na ye wo problem ho enforcement eti we say ni de efa ye nyina ye ho no mo ye nyina efa ho hyem ye mboa with enforcement abanya boa masidi ahode agina ya tete niama so petrol boy ya teso ama mo say twi adan na wo hyenkani wo pɛ so obete so ama wo nua ono so no anwan no wonsom woni nipa ewa anya hena na beye omani beye yi a na efreme ne wo mum ye nyina ye nkambum na aban papa wa beye a wo boa ma ye ho atoye no ehihye no obi anso nye na famu de na omanfo ye ho ntoye
me sure say George bi so woni comment kakra George wo dey comment ara wo dey na machia wa wi ntie no
asa na wo dey no start ya
commenting kwa
ya
ene mamini country am ho ache me say the whole of 2025 the baby game is share it is say ukodi
contempt wa how
but it's ukodi holidays kakra wo bojuma 2024 nti ukohunya na ne kwansewa mamintia ene ye honorable Alexandra Osahene Kwamina Afenyomakin the leader of the mighty minority group in parliament ene ye na woda
okay
Ghana ni bia
na Kwame Pasco de bai na ne baba akọ Mataya Sebo ni kwe ni personal photographer say Nana B personal photographer ono so de bai
Honorable Afenyomakin has been a blessing to this country honestly speaking
ofa yikum na ukasa no otia no
dedication Omambia a practicing multi-party democracy you will need a very strong opposition party. And opposition ni be gina na nine so no wetimi put the government to check her. Adwuma ne fa kese na ya na mra hye bedwam na ya dey ekoso. Yeah. And so far wo hwe honorable Afenyomakin baaye na adwuma a waye na ho fama any the way a wayi na komam esom oman yi a it does not matter where you belong. Ghana or ya Japade kese de ma oman yi. Enti na wodi na woda no me nso me de me ho be ka minianom a omo wa chirichiri ne benche aye nyina no ye hu ade pa ye hu na ya celebrate this great leader of our time na maka kire ne se ne o ya magana no enchiri ma be kai and the future will be very kind or history will be kind to him Honorable Afenyomakin ma wa woda pa na misha onto kwanam no nya okese ebiem ya me yonko brebo pa ababa wa so no no so esum Ghana imprim or adwuma Ghana Immigration Service na ebra isisi so ye mrantie no ye one of emaba wa na ye power massive
what dey ka beka ko ka dey
because we hard working young lady very industrious ene na oda
eni ama koso
odi beni so foriata e da jade o ye odi beni so foriata ne wodi me na woda maka che me se anwumre me de me me invite me for a dinner
George
nyama koso
me yoko
me yoko bebo
ya very jealous but beni so mane how ya beni say okay YouTube and even though you're on duty immigration office or head office Tibeni so for that no
hey sister Benny na point George has done it all for you
keep serving madaga na you yanko form be to mo acha so mo ya na me pe wase because o say
ka Benny so for that dey be so yanko bremo
ba min kan ashanti ade no e ho asem kakra you see on my way tabia na ya na de so bo politicians but mamufo ni be brain so e ya bro
wadaruma enhawa omanma
anomanfo e be brain ya amufo because yet omanimo ya
very true
adaye beto asentiade mu no sema empa ho Ubo say a driver for ahodo na atoto am transport first. Na say we say na wo catch na wo catch decision maker na policy maker no. Because aban you see any money be also politicians na dey amanyesem and the people takes that for granted. Because me did this ebra MPP wo no ye nuanom aban ni tu anamo bi ni nyina wo say e kwa no krom ni etimi e ka ho asempa no. Na wo say akodina driver for etini asho mo kutupa. Any been and some of these drivers are emboldened. So me baya yeah man, you have come of age. It is about time I was a regulator. The transport sector is not a small sector. Of South Africa and other part of the world are more regulator. Just like we have PLC regulating an energy sector. Any LPG in this animal.
Okay.
South Africa there's a regulator. There's a regulator on a commissioner of trade transport. Enti ultimate sorry nyane ope. But once no across the transport no
Africa no more government buses anyway.
So what's that condition now? Easy to.
Yeah, private.
But yeah, we can even still do it. Yeah, we can still do it. You see, we jai enkrofo no emo bia ye the opa na GPLT leadership ne bo mabaso. They've taken a very bold and proactive measures since the announcement of side reduction by. But enkrofo ni bia ye omo say omo ye ayi mesre omo we no e nyina ye dia o. Say nyina ye gitum say say omo na e be say. Because I don't see why and aban you born once for him say dollar na ba form. Which of course any conditions ne factors are dollar number for. However, an aberration as at the NSC. A yokra ubefa a home adjuvants me buana. You buy it rani ya COVID the baby since a kumi, you 3 ye. Or no buy no a Donald Trump cover buy. Ako can't talk a 10 yaman, if you are seeing our currencies a woodwana a budolano. But an aberration number, a man take creditor. We don't have a problem. But your best let's say it should not just be at the end of the day, it's $8 CDR. Na samenta na me metono 85 cedis ene me pesamenti ebi either say apart from say e ho aye dia minya bi no me pesamenti na just cotton samenti 125 cedis ya ene bayire baako a tuber of yam MPP be fra ba mo say ni mo accuse MPP say bayire bo 50 cedis 40 cedis ene bayire baako 80 cedis enura dua me na fofo bi no ba me nje me ma mienu ye to bayire 100 cedis bayire baako betem baako ye no abayire ya me ye wie de kono ne bo makom won say the end of the day say we be catch say dollar na abati ye mo say ama me no ton more e ton berema e ton gari e wo me kuro ma pianse market no dollar na abafom na enene more na okofa na 10 cedi ne more na ko 20 cedi a dollar na wo be ka wo be di ho nkomo en fa no etimesere aban no e say omunhwe na omumma sa eniema so ntete. It's okay. Mahu say omo engagement. Minister for Trade, this animal, or minister are responsible for some of these things. No, yeah, you be encouraging and say they need to intensify some of this so that any man and dollar na nyame ada ro ma dey stabilizing and aba form. As soon so no Ghana for the ordinary Ghanaian will feel it. Yeah, no cry woman say ene the kono na omo say 7 cedi no and I do 10 cedi. Take it or leave it. That's the reality. I am not here to. Oh, I'm telling you. I'm not here to justify that.
Yes,
you know it. You know it. But the American children say no, I am not by any America. It mess the maybe 4 months, 5 months, and you're fair. We the MPP try to be very objective. But I mess almost said the reality on the ground, and then they say. $1 normally bomb once of when it's about for me. A rare impact on the livelihood of the people. A near my boy at a suya thing. A near my boy gusu koshro. Products need be okra now. It is even difficult getting them. What in Grania Casa Samenta short to Abadia Chinia? Maya, getting sometimes it's I'm being honest with you, and off about 15 minutes. It's either I'm not entertainment, but the American are mining a pump for and they say, Oma Ebesdom. And now man is almost Cassani Adosu. John Jana Podum Sono. One solve.
We see a yes, you know what's uncle
Galamsey, no, yeah,
for
a cost of Messerom, or more money and mamma from Nana for
one back and you'll fire your coyanka flood in answer.
Flood,
I said any MMDCs no a take you Accra. Or more macabit me ashes so as soon. E dey no mo be ye afebo because enye dey di nkan ni recommendations in Ebeba and Suni Jawo, Afida, me and Sia Babeka.
Say, Medasi. Bonty Benjamin will be a amateur. Just I
Yes, fire.
As I sit here, no. Ne caption am home yeah say more houses to go down, you know, especially in the Greater Accra region.
Yes, sir. What Ghanaian times?
Yes, but just I just want to present the hard truth and the hard facts. Just no matter how many buildings goes down, enkosi I can forward can say enkosi aga. Yenkai who said this is not the first time you agree and then go as a result of so be a consistency in so quite so.
Okay. This
is not the first time a flood Abagana will be crippled after the June 3rd deal said you know. Foreigner be a betty also said $10,000 that flood will come again even higher than or greater than what we saw.
And you were deeper again.
And for me, I don't have any hope in whatever it is that any government does, regards say that is not so to me say that is not
say the only way out.
Say the Oman Council Mokobudengu. Say I ti Omemoha. Ena Ura Ukovandapoy.
Change.
And I would just say with today's administration, when they were in power some time back, a share project be an friend Conti project as here. Now the amount involved was a little bit over $662 million.
Okay.
Na omoye ho hwehwe nyina wie ye bo ho dawro bibia ananka ebe take care of Greater Accra flood issues no. Omo kan say omo call international bond markets. There be IMF rather. Omo call Jiska.
Okay.
IMF. Nti sa iskana na omo call jim and hinder the implementation of that particular project. We here no free ho NPP no echi omo buy. Almost led by Uratachi, wadre. Almost see a free big Garrett. And also a whooping $200 million. In their case, no, I think the implementation was even started. And so, Uncle Siaga, you who be able to do it, and Rachel Ramahama by me, say, or inspect some of the projects are a year ongoing regards ensuring, say, about mitigating Greater Accra flooding. As I am, the entire mini hope, I would not say. Year in, year out. That's how you can. Yeah, the budget to treat say, yeah, they take or down revenue. Our budget, no, averagely is more than $30 million every year. The last.
Now, can since now, talk here, or okay.
You see. Average no $30 million because the last budgeter a code will be there mono. Now $43 million. The next year no nan come $63 million. Yeah, the two go to
sanitation na gata nko.
Sanitation no ni nyina ka ho bi.
But the way I work no.
The greater part of it was to solve the after the sanitation there. Say a government private sector na more or less near hand over. What's say Abambi and Casa Nisikaira? Hey, say any won't take Ghana. What the young cost when the NTM may say many hope woman say. As long as we keep on doing the same thing, we will never get different results. In the sense, say, once I would really a Ghana guno, so we see a sincere quanso and padia. Nanka would really go not got na a bahon as a be underground ya cover. As long as we continue to construct open drains in a shallow manner as we have been seeing, you know, sa nebe flooding sa nebe. This I to memoha. And for the first time, and I'll give that credit to Oman Penida da Kofo. A year alajo and as a result of saying so to us that metialajo baby na metine bengota nsuo to a yentumi ndi ye ho na the Adekye Nsroma say menkai etie for ya during the construction of and as realigning the sagata na no man panyiko for ye no more block baby na nsuo so ato heavy na abaiwa bi a na ye nyina ye kɔtɔ dɔkron ɛwɔ ne nkyɛn young girl na ahoma ye de ye si no ma ye hata so ebi esensen dadeɛ bi so na baako ate ɛna wɔn sɛ nkɔla nso agrodi ɛna ɔkɔ so baako a wɔ to no ye fɛrɛ sɛ adonko ɛna adeɛ ne te ye na ɔbɛngɔta ne pɛɛ nsuo na ye ma sɛ tam ɛna akɔla kɔ hyɛ mu na ho ana ɛkɔtɔ nsuo ma kɔ yi akɔla Peace FM started so mo bɔ dem ye kan ye sa before say akɔla no ye be hu no kye sɛ wa ye pasa saa sɛ we mi re mfida efiri saa mmerɛ no besi enam no kasa yi me hu sɛ ya construct any major gutter ya cover emmerɛ o man pankofo ɛhyɛ ase no sanka ye adwen sɛ ye hyɛ ase sɛ ye senior cover ne kakra anka abanko over 24 years anka bi ye do akyire pa in terms of covering especially the Oda River no and as any other gutters in Accra yet wo mo ha ana owura abodwe say ya work over that point kai pa say as part of the sanitation program they say nkrofo more congested by the railway side ne no mano ye tu omo nyina aveno ha ye yi omo nyina fi ho saya ye clear railway side because no dey ho nyina ye workshops ye clear ni nyina wie eno ano no ye jagu ho nti ye jagu ho as we speak today the people are back the repairers or workshops no in fact the congestion is even greater now nti say ye can say flood aba ye ko bodan wo bodan ni wie dey na obeye at least for the first time we say Owura Mahama I inspected one of the, is it Ramsey site? No, so whatever it is, a crap place or so. And man can say whatever failing they have done, they should re-excavate it at their own cost. No, just as an because a buy assassin. And Crawford a handful. Or more tons as knowing very well say a hand a ensure coin. And now, lastly, Mr. Sayam, on say about papers, so one baby be a wager dam on Babes spell it. Mr. Ya, me know yet Ghana here, I don't cry. How many times now you spell a wager dam? You spell be do ene. But what share you spell ya baby a kofano. The way a hottest sa to say a from a murano sanity. And your mouth for biswa and come one be a mukassia budana one na a constructed heavy reception tank a bay to say gutter a big you spell a big gum na a cocoa eponimo. Yet hosa ma ya spelibium e be san farmer for necessary aban boka e man na mo san sesa no say ye de kwakomo in some cases no could be more lose our lives. Why should we sit in a country I mean come out with budget a trade now so young fanya hwe this demolition e by yes I can assure you say next year the moment you benya another mayor for Greater Accra also be share the asset see you kububu you bubu abesi
no commitment ni share new and
there's no commitment
as ye me hu see ye adwuma
showmanship because you see obabedu babi no politicization will sink in now can say we lose vote and you don't do it. This is what has been happening to us
and e be an commitment ni wo ho na emom we dey political support enya real no because the otu anamon no wo real no but e do baby na be sink dia it means that usher say na enya show off
you see
Opepa no also obey.
Opepa no commitment no is just on the peripheral. Memboro MPP for peripheral. Nti enianimu ya pa me ya fofo. Ma me so menye bibi ma manfo ho se be ya adwuma. Bulldozer abai owe the last Accra mayor enye owura titles na previous owura Henry. Na wa share vest military accoutrement. Wa share che ashe ne dag wa oni ndam gota na no sa bubu dan le gusa enam no kase ye nya hwemfa na bi ebubu nkofo ebubu ye nya hwemfa wo bubu no make sure say you have a plan
so o sha sie ye but e koduru akwanti mfino aka
showmanship and omo every mayor be ban every during the first republic
I said they will can so there na it say ensure showmanship I say Opepa no just that maybe a plan proper plan na ensure that ni ho
Opepa is self-centered.
Oh,
that's my view manka Opepa I believe say self-centered because your bank Fourth Republic ya pa me ya pa papa obi aba there's an action be a topical issue discusses at the end of the day the fitri sam no mo dey go fitri sam no mo dey there be say before you kind of fitri sam
Na se branya se na wo ge.
I'm telling you in confidence, say, I don't have hope in this exercise that they are going to do. That is not to say I don't support it.
They have
given me that second interchange.
Okay.
So see, I'm not saying because see, I'm just a brand said we general hold drink so pillars kese no one just was everywhere. Why? Everybody sees them, nobody cares. Why?
We are not
enforcing the rules and regulations. Nobody is there to check them until they do the unthinkable.
Give me hope.
Do the next topic now. Mama, on the CD issue.
Thank you. So I understand.
Winning flooding, demolition issue. To say the minua ya okay na menene ya adwen pa say enkamia say over the period no your a cycle approach to be about you su sa yenko demolish yenko saki amanfo free ha yenya, but how sustainable this has been no and only a problem. What we need with this whole flooding issue, our drainage system, is a multifaceted approach and a pragmatic strategy to deal with this whole flooding issue. So, you see one-sided approach, obey and go be see, and then I mean, ya eka mwase. Na oshe regional minister. Na sema okaye na ya oka se ampa ye koye demolition na osanso kato so say the silting of the drains no ebe ye regular activity and a hona me interest wono obekwa akoye no what demolish drainage system no that's a major problem. It is a desilting approach, you know, a quiet one-time shower. Flood in a bar, a message of a big mama. And say you make me enforce it. Now you are consistent with our desilting system. No, Mimi Jiri say is one of the approach. They can demolition, they clinic, they young Pama for free street so near the other no, a bit me a boy. But over the time, you know, your demolition is that you can, baby, you demolish it, and that let me really confess that honestly, that minister no, record you know, or starting you know, really made some impact. Who some part they are clearing places near the other, and no crowd politically, no, internally, externally, no, but at the end of the day, the question I asked, or started now, the question I asked was, how sustainable is this? How are you going to sustain this? And what I asked about this year is a way another demolition.
Okay.
Now yet to me there should be a clear-cut strategic plan, sustainable one. Obi abanya afeni I call rewinding the wheel and to us so measures ya yadru and to so bet was so. He said ya na ya okano. O demolish ya. Young construct heavy data. Now you coverage, so coverage system na sometimes most of our gutters na be na you need proper coverage. Enti flood na ba popo na duo gusu sa na na mama fofie. Enti honorable regional minister Nadmo, I have met with the Nadmo director general, Dr. Kuyon, and let me say one of the fantastic directors are you want to know. Papa na meni ni din kuta ho hyehyeye ne anamontu a omu etuo as new management of the agency no na che se no kwasem ne ye wahoto so papa But then you know more no question I mean say na be busa na say aso yen ehihye ya ye de be so ade na no ansa na ade na si a yetimi say o ade na si no ye your measures to curtail the issue. It shouldn't be say ye won hihye ya ye de curtail ade na si. Yen hihye ya ye de be prevent ade na say enti flooding some ya baba na amanfo people are in distress yes amanfo adida baby on bed dan ya ade no how you better get specific areas a flood prone areas you better me put this hands ya can beforehand over the years no the area na say ade na si ni akwa solve ni yampe baby mo they displaced people yampe baby mo nkotena kakra ni apewe mo tena na ya sa kwa aba na sa ba be si bio eno so de ya de nkofo na ya kopa ba bi fu ama ma kotra no ayi next season na nkofo so ya de akwa kotra o the cyclical divorce period ya ka wazem no ebi no nko be sie nko a but this time around me pesa me agi the honorable regional minister says ansem ya okay ma wa ma ne nyensem trawa akwa so waka say ye demolition na ye be regular the silting system no eno no ya de ahia so it should be hand in hand ye nya baako enya baako and now so the various stakeholders must be involved in all this approach ye pesi use wo the MMDC is now what share money agencies now share money it shouldn't just be them the traditional authorities must be involved. Because ya hu ni die nsam ne de ene sa ya pom de ne honsam ene say ye benya ya hotoso se atorenchem ne amanyama we anto ye na enima disi ni man pipi.
Thank you.
Enima disi ni man pipi. And everybody must be brought on board.
Okay.
The religious bodies enchre bidiawa ade ba ko na hayan pa ya attitude yenyan kase attitude yene nam krom ye hwese de bola no emiri ye no ma na ma bola na emiri ye
ene wo bi se wi ahome na bola no
ye nyina ne ye wa
fo no be bo ache thank you p ma George so emra
na ye ntumi emra na flood in same way me I believe sir
George
that is possible we can
George yanko
yeah medasi I think sir this is a very sensitive topic.
Okay.
Enkitahudi ayedia ehu hia oman pa because in prepin I say insu start atoto na enipa ensu gugem sa time na asa oman na afi na yeni aba ye ho so say ye wade hye betiti ba bia mia bia ensem fata insu betimi ayeden atwafo mo so successive government abaya hodo aba betwam koni nyina no etu anamon try say yen gates ahodo omo betitim uhwe sika twitwiri dia aban akonhoma sikam ye twade to ho edidi sa adwuma no and eno de aban aba betwam ko nyina mia minua me yonko brebo minua kwaje oponkroma ono abo abreso as minister for works and housing o she nkitahudi ana adwuma dia ahodo bebrase a ahead of time na or distilling and gates ahodo gates akese no Bigidi say NDC abaya betwamuko both President Mills of blessed memory ne Yera John Dramani Mahama the first coming almost to two sana money be take that ahodo mu. But you see this discussion kopem say timamufo no ana oman for ana so timamu no enye language okay
enye twi o baby
ya kwabri ni pa na ya wo kire me twi za
oman ma
kopem say oman ma no ya te oman num no yenso yebetu ye hofo ne asesa yesu ne ye ban no aban be na afamu di aban beba enipa be hwere ne nkwa eniema ebekọ ye be say ajapade bebre ye be hwere ajapade bebre ye ba betena TV so radio so ye be di ho nkomo but ye ntimi mpe ne poma sebre
adenti
esa say okwabrani ani tua pa se waye mura aye bola emura ewo so enwura ode ko bola so anaso o mazum lion for eba be fa no ya woni no mo ye ode nwura ni besi baabi the moment obo say ensuo eto na ohwe benkum ni nifa na ohwe na chi na obi ama ya na watam enwura no gata da na nimu na wakuhwe abu na ya no mo yesa no mo fi se omu di obi abro won se da bia ye betena wo de ma oye na bi sesesi a ensentwerofo ti ene enipa ekwaku awodo aka nyina no e de sobo ebebo policy makers anase aban nanso yan angasa manwofo no ye ka ho bi ye betena TV so tena radio so ye ntimi nhwe nipa na mu nka no kora ne nkyere wo because of ehu ewe mu say ye ka no kora na nipa na beto aba ye den atia ye enti say MPP na wo so e na MPP etu anamo kora ya anamo pa eboa ahwese onu a omudi sa adwuma no na omudi aboro no aban no omo eni omo ka bo se enu anu NDC fo akogina fa na omako align with sangrofo no na omo ayomo se omo na eka bia ma wom in the same spirit NDC ba aban mu na omo so start se omo pamo sangrofo na enti ba bia mia na ye no anase ye kan wasem no se de be ya oye de bia nsi abon se yenso MPP communicators na yenso yakoshe sangrofo na chini ye show yeah, you see it's about time as a people you say kind of correct here home e dia pa na beba kwa brane adwene mu se data so onko sidan wonama obitimi to the fence na wa block gata e ho gata hwe seka overhead ase ena enipa bi num de aye omotena bia obekọ no ma bomba pata
eni se omudi stones ne abo
omudi bo matches to so ya eda so ya
ka abo no kwa
sangrofo no they are on different planets
enti edu bi no obisa se enti mu pese mpanyimfo ne
nye den ba won se yenso as leaders yenso ye wo sobo ni bi
okay
you see ya etoda enipa ehia kasa kire how many times and I engage in sensitization, education. Because I am a winner, yeah. And before we to Kuruma, I feel say no level of thinking, so I'm also dear to you. But honestly, on not the baby cry. The way I move you as the sank of no move as so. So it's about time as for my baby and I cause near to me, I support NCC. Who's maybe I bet Chomokono. Now NCC, the border rule in so better, and you may be in San Fatao, Yamiana, Yamantem. Once NCC for the van information vans are hold one more, no more young church, no more engaging the people. They are engaging in several education. No, I said, the Oya and San Fata, and Yama Oya, Boomerani Adi. And as you see, Yanesa, you bet me and your ministers are what do or by minister neighbor the first 1 year or the energy neighbor, but along the line, once another Bamobu. You were Henry Cote losing his seat largely because of Anamontobia. Otutu ya no fi se o ye dia ma oman no
onu de se ni nkrofo na be resisting
and America kire we say o ye na adwe say enti obia obeye what is right no onyani way but the people also had their votes how was it here enti no the type of system I am building no and the kind of politics I know oman yi mu no embody timamufo no na oman ma no ama omo ye it will take time ya fa me I am body no my man ama omudi bone kro omo fa de obehia ne say obekwa kwasha aban bi achi ne wa threaten aban na eteso ne say hey say wunim na do nsa kan ya abato na eba na eba kwakoto abatia and say the political parties are wo kro mani nyina to me no obi ehwehwe trust me ya to me and obi ehwehwe and say nipa ne threaten ne kakra bi say won to aba ma na ne ma papa na wo ye ni nyina abo nse wajai ebie de esama sa ene ma bone ne timi koso na etiatese ne say wo ye mayor wo ye nadmo director we aban so afu awohwe region so
okay
se wutu anamo bi etisese na e wo se prepare ye adwuma wuntimi nkasa ya edan esi ensuo so ana esi nsuo akwan mu ya de wo ye mama nyokuo ni ntini me mfa me nsanka no but asimasi ana obenten de sebi abo oni dua ono de mekwa akotata wo ye sa pe a ade na wo ye ni ususu ye ni tirimupo ni nyina bia na ya adwenpa but the moment a wo be ye discrimination no and I be discriminating no nipa aka ni nyina will not take you serious and what ye man mu ha enema ba ko ekutia anamonto papa obi anya akwanya no serve aban otu anamon anema ekutia ne se bedu mrebi na political interference ayede abam won say panyini bi afrese o chale we de yan aye nipa o ye chairman no enti utu ne so sa hwe ya na akoha hoy afobon se nipa na twetwe ne na ase Me so me tiache mu say na papa ni dan ne bands na me dia ba. You know the same stretch so. I didn't know what Jana na oba bebu me dia ya ofri say me to me hwew. Say me so me mpene what you say. Enti no mesre say e ba no sa na ma we ya and wo na wo yes ade no your life is at stake. Say esi aban the honorable say minister pen always with the car ba be so. E because tell your minister no will even cash in from wo how no. Ya to the me no. You go ya man ya wo mu. Enkrofo kwa hunye mu and that is the time enkrofo bi so edisika. Eye krofo cash in ebra krofo akwa hunhia mo fa me bo a o ti ase enti no mesere se enkomo ye di a utifie na wo hwen ya e wo se won so tase mu aba
okay
na won se nyesa be yanum na keka ya na abetena na ye di hu abobo ya anytime bia such disaster be see nipa be pere ne nkwa bia na eye ya e bi enti na wo se so to ni nipa pere ne nkwa.
Thank you George.
Enti no me di manu sini mesere de omo ye bia ye na me nka kire minua ye party communicators ye performance mandodo nadmo director wa ba only 6 months even in office ontu anamo bia tituru bia ma Ghana fo nyina hu say ne policy direction and vision nie enso ye betra TV so ye be man fans na papa na ni so di hunu kese ni amani tirima ye de enso me twataw enti mesere ye ntete fans ne so okay mo aye wo kwa crofo so e man crofo fans hu abebe ye ti no omani
my two man for near ma omo can be crom say ye mo omo can be kwasi ben say UTV you people are not serving the country. Why? Because you don't allow we the listeners to also express our view. Allow us to call the show so that we can tell the NPP to their face of how bad they led the country and they should forget that they will ever come back to power. Kwasi ben say no one what can be one who say yeah well you know maintenance media no medium abefa so abeka bi no Facebook ba ko Destiny Krabia, good morning sister. I think government should get rid or ban all churcho and use Dr. Baumia's electricity buses instead. Mubarak Mohammed, how is the depreciation work going? The kenke is 3 cedis, it's not 10 cedis. Okay. Simon so do you know how long it takes to harvest yam? And so become by Yerasem no no. And then no more just some freba show the super Zikako call by Genius Jesus TV. You should allow us the viewers to call in and tell the NPP that hey, write it here. We will not let you call, we'll let you write it here. Musa Ibrahim NPP doesn't want to talk the truth. Go to Nigeria. The dollar is so high. So why are they saying that Mahama is not forcing? I don't understand the NPP at all. And that's Musa Ibrahim. Kwabeneje, sister, most of our gutters are choked. Gutters blocked by sand and bus stop boys. And bus stop boys went around removing them. You can see pan said this is sand. Then when you come back, you see that they will come back and construct the gutters. Kwabena yeah they take akrama me. Mad liar for good morning yeah. I wonder why my NDC people were taking credit from the appreciation of dollars. Is the dollar appreciating or is the city that is appreciating? Even though they haven't put any measures in place for the appreciation of the city. Indeed, don't see the reason why the CD. I don't see the reason why the CD appreciation does not reflect in prices. Okay, Kwamina city for if care is not taken, NPP will stay in opposition for long through the CD appreciation. Regards to somebody. Full circle, Mamiya. Do you remember when the FDA mentioned on your show that a small Calipo-like drink on the market contains 18% alcohol and had been ordered to be withdrawn? What happened to it? It's still being sold everywhere. That is how we are. FDA, we speak, but we don't judge. Full circle, bring more details. Make I drink, be na me feeding. Now my draw or see juice in a down fruit to be in a down. Esa mama no crab say fruit juice no time and soon no. nti fa more details bra na yen woso fama FDA for no so be report ya call mo complaint line in so unfortunately I don't have it readily available nka me de be ma ododo. Frank Kings Agbanyazia, I pray NDC will learn from the misplanning of NPP. If they started a good project, they should not be in a haste for the next project without completing the first one as the NPP did. Sami Kofi sister, please, if we are paying for their fuel and their accessories, they should tell us what maintenance they are going to do with their money on their own car that bring them money. Mpacho saa no ye hwan mu no dey no ye hwan mu a na metumi aka akire wo mo ama. Okay. Nana Kwame Pasco Nsroma, good morning. Yeah. It seems JDM and NDC celebrating the dollar's depreciation against the cedi. But what's the benefit to Ghanaians if food and other essential continues to rise? Has Honorable Kujeto Ablakwa resigned now? Broke man, Nanobil, sister, I'm puzzled by your enthusiasm about the cedi's appreciation, despite the exchange rate being around 11 Ghana cedis to the dollar. Prices for basic goods like tomatoes remain high, with one tomato costing 5 Ghana cedis. Food items are generally expensive. Why be Brookman Makai Udi Yeboah Gabriel, how is the Boko mediation going on now? And then Nathan Adongo, please, the government should enforce the deduction of the transport fares. It's important to us. Okay. Piu na shasi on. Ano fire. Any PM koyen court any.
Oh dear, 200 bond you know oh yeah pay be my started bond na what the
bond no be last
first I my fa bond in ngom yes I remember me time to before the president mama this is ya she's the moderator around now the president na question
now court why wait you can court no briefly court ni CID so no benya time
when did baba odi
sister
yes sir
quarter sem.
Thank you George
let the dead bury their dead.
Yes. Who say man one day? Who say man one day?
Which is which? Any I'm fucking be at into a court here can asem mo you careful.
Oh, me okay. Me say who say man no dey? Come on, chesenti chama to me. On my mono, there be a chama to me no him say embre bi say be ba na. The ade we e say ye adusia de ma you. A power a hantan. A hantanya to me kakra be dibi mu nsema o mu ye wukroma no. Eya na egura fi se mre dane.
Are you passing judgment on
them? I'm not passing judgment. Judgment na kasa pass na dada. On one kasa guilty conscience. One namono when we say, on start no your motivational speaker. No to a man for say, we not to me I obey ye. Na ye nya hantan. Won to me. And that when I was shower no.
What has happened? Tell me now, friend, what on the statement? And no best thing why?
And now you na won to me na tell Kroma catch us President Mama Bokumasia. When she keep permission friend wrong back. Utumi TV so now okay kasa same way. Papa na wo muso baba president bi and no a president. Sa papa na institutions be a wo or what oversight responsibility over every institution. And I want to see how you are from. Obeko anaza unko. Obeko anaza unko. Boga wayemre. Boga won to me wayemre. These are some of the things, and it should be a lesson to some of us. Oh, power no necessary, transient. If you show more fortested for your friends saying, media coalition against Galamsey for akoye ye katre yen say akonta mining omo say your forest reserve no omo didi mu na nye omo mpo no omo ye omo dani agent of sin at the forest and omo ye say when you are person who be didi wo forest reserve mu bi no brabetia 300,000 utia ne ma so ko didi mu bi ko se mu bi media collection for no omo de sa report we come president Kufuado enye president mama pensumpo omo de report no come president Kufuado yeso ya anya hwe afa ho ene abanfo for bahia ye pese ye solve Galamsey issue a ye so ye tisi mu sector minister setting committee omo koye investigation. This report came out say eyampa abura na kontamane for die no ye forest reserve ni ama kwan ya ba na wo so no ko tra TV so you go de kira yan wo sika ye ka se sika mu sika ye ni wo sika ye sika kokko aha time e de kira yan ena mra na wo twen afa na wo tiem Ghana fo ma ye de yan e bra na wo ye showman na wo nim Ghana fo e bra na wo di god ne kira na wo di mam Ghana fo di
thank you
ena wo tiem se president mama ye de president mama nya ohwe eya ban papa na aba na mra ya dwuma enti mra ne no ba bedi si adi for me say charges no mo dia bo oka obi ya mo ye ho de camera si so oka zara na me say anti jama untu mi bare kazaro jama untu mi kasabo ko say na charges o mo dia bo me ya say me ye Galamsey na ya si koko board sika eni ade ekwati kwaso aye fa so ma wo sika wonya contract ya wonya hodwuma sika ye de ama ni nyina emra ne bedi afa ne be kire say man pass man emra ne sesen mo am na mo yeso no wa o
kan say ya enya afa na
aha emra
be bisa say a case of political
no tina me catch emra ne sesen on say bisa ya mo na mo yeso bi wa ha mo say emra ne sesen sa so no manage hu na me poma sampa emra ne sesen
na ope ya
oh the winti me pe YouTube ya damta enti emra ne sesen emra ne obedi ehwehwemu a ya ye no adanse ye wo ho adanse ni ho prove
thank you
enti won to me ye de obi ani no nya semo emra na ni wanya emra no ni obedi se de asiete
George Yanko CID any courts
you see we are discussing very important issues.
Okay.
Meaning, and I say, the only thing I could deduce from the presentation, and he said, he's just overexcited. Say, say they invite you. This is a normal practice.
Okay.
Let me, in case he doesn't know, in law, you say a person is innocent. Yeah. Until he or she is proven what guilty in a competent court of jurisdiction. CID are extending invitation to Chairman Wontumi. As a law-abiding citizen, we honor the invitation. Even despite that rainbow star last Friday, no more person, de copy. But you see, because clearly, no, NDC about any time there will be an issue for discussion, and then they want to bring in something to divert focus and attention. A normal political strategy. One will say our vice president, a full private jet buyer, a Ghana for Adwene bar and Sensembia, Okuja Blackpa, those days of opposition. No would join a noom or Kikaye, said Nana Danko Akufuado, Edgar will win. Into no, say, any time be a NDC abandon beba. Even say president, no, and the vice president, equal high private jet. Na omunso ekodware wo wiem a ono okuta tabla kwa obe resign e wo dibia bia ban ne de be ma no enti ene a ye vice president na nkanya hwe ya nkanya hwe se o the vice president of the republic and our president ebetu kwan no obefa wiem hyen bi but reason say NDC for the ya amanyosem egu na na danko Akufuado hufin ekeka nsem a enim twa atoroto ne so nti no ebe ye issue ebe ye topical Ghana for the benya interest wom eti issue ni ba ya nkofo call for the head of Okuja Tabrakwa sese bi ne ba wa dwum kan sa na keka sansem no ba na keka wonsem na na danko Akufuado de no dware wo wiem ba tie maami de ono de wo sumi wo wiem
na anso Dr. Amaneboama ni nyiano na
o dia ba ya o se o man fa private jet
me de be fa kusamu abusa se Ghana o mine jet no in good condition.
Yeah, whether in good condition or in good condition, what we are saying in the Kuja to Abrakwa was very emphatic. Say aban bi behind this aban ba omo use private jet. Enti yen so omo akofa bi omo tu asase ka twetwele die no. Etwetwe Ghana fo aso. Enti Ghana fo edi hu nkomo aye call for the head of Kuja to Abrakwa. Say as a matter of principle on resigning no. Eni ese eni me yen konkofa chama wuntumi efiada. Na Ghana for because chama wuntumi in Ghana political landscape no or a big fish. It is a yakokura ni yentimi anchene kura ni make attempt ne keka that is going to dominate the news.
Okay.
Now ma Ghana for adwina ye den afri the private jet na NDC aban ahan ye mame vice president by
Samum.
Oh nenya
sana police edi kan atro ye say o ma aton safre chama wuntumi dada.
Almost friend is on the I think 21st and occasion some medical
and now ma communicate man be 19th.
Already they had been discussing also 21st. One man the reason I was going to me because we medical checkups near the to November 26.
Was there a discussion?
And I said according to Chama to me,
okay,
he was invited to appear on the 21st.
Okay.
And on also my reasons and he cited medical issues.
Okay.
So and to November 26.
Okay.
So what was that for?
And I mean Peter Ebose na Peter na Ebose ana say bia niama onu nso hu social media
and I you see MPP our position has been very clear.
Okay.
So you believe in the rule of law. MPP abanya abanya anase amanyoku a ye je kan bi maminka bi ye de edi. MPP will not shield any MPP member. Sebi odi djuma bi e wo man mu ha aman no anase aban de be hia ne se o meyi nsemfo bi ano. We will not shield anybody. But the MPP will rise against ne say sa political persecution e koso. In any case, what were the charges omo edem ebo anase kwa do be no de bo chama no mutumi. After Chama to me I was not there. But according to interview or grantee, was it and some for me and son on the board.
Okay.
And some for the can and say Omo catcher and say one, he's involved in illegal mining.
Okay.
Or ye Galamsey. Two, Omo catcher and say or say and water bodies. And at three, Omo catcher and say, or ye mining or forest area. You see, if Ebiamini out here,
the contract,
police the he was cautioned on the following alleged allegations. One, undertaking mining operations without a license.
That's it.
Two,
that's the illegal mining.
Okay, yes. Pollution of water bodies.
Yes.
Three, entering a forest reserve without authorization.
Okay. That's the English version. It's cocoa board. Was there anything like cocoa board here?
The video,
yeah. Was there anything? This is an official letter. Ghana Police Service.
I reference his video. May I reference his video? He mentioned that. No, but he mentioned me.
That's fine. So what I'm saying is that we are speaking to the issues.
Okay.
And then Ghana Police Service, they are Babontine. Let's let Ghana Police Service next time. Almost the letters be say by all improve ready. Asante no more hunt opare. But a oversight but such an important
George, let me look at okay, X was missing.
So these were the three charges. Three charges no. And the chairman want to me response the
video.
In case people don't know, chairman want to me at a point in time. In case people don't know, chairman want to me at a point in time somewhere around 2013. Now only the biggest indigenous mining company in Ghana. Hansaw Mining. And then Chama to me ebeye mining. Obianu say Chama to me is a miner. Now, whether or not Chama to me mining activities no, or what the relevant document and answer approvers and answer we no, between or no any omo to no. But this was his response. Okachom say he's not involved in Galamsey. Or yet legal legitimate mining or one document to the extent that the mining lease no provided the trail. Then the next question was Chama to me who saying so. Okachom say one saying so because as an amount mining lease there are a number of requirements also with me meeting. There are a number of because Minerals Commission they do regular supervision. EPA they do regular supervision.
Minister na no share environment so no. Then or can far contaminating. A contaminating your wind ya.
Me I the minister can far contaminating hono. Me adwene ko ho.
Okay.
The imagine ko woni nkomo ayedi ni ne. Nkomo ayedi ni ne say police dey call do about chairman untumi. Omo claim say chairman untumi is involved in illegal mining. Then chairman untumi as a law abiding citizen. What's the main criteria ni? Me illegal mining da. Eno ye one. Two, obviously chairman untumi will say nsu. Chairman untumi say mean say nsu if you have any evidence to the contrary among famra.
Okay.
Obviously chairman untumi say yanya ntie say wo ye mining or forest. Chairman untumi say no, emre bi atwam kura me apply in posen. And kema me concern. And Ghana ha, you see people need to understand nkomo na yedi no. Ghana ha emra na ema ho kura me nkofo ye mining or forest ye repeal you. Ewo ho. Minerals Commission etimi ma permit nkofo timi ra certain portion of our forest etimi ye mining. But then Minerals Commission ni mo hyehyeye. Enti emposen ka chairman untumi obtain all the necessary approval. And we create a relevant document and we run forest ma. He has not committed any crime until the Minerals Commission will establish say your man a permit.
Thank you.
But so far nobody has been able to establish say oh chairman to be any permit and no permit. Then the last issue of this for or can say yes I almost want Sambra. Issue a unfolding.
All right.
Let's say we should not be prejudicial. Enipa no yemfa ne nkogina court bi ama court nkan say enema na ye de abo no kwa do odi hu fa na odi hu bem. It's over national television so now ube crucify chairman untumi you want to subject him to public of court opinion. No, I mean different. No, yeah. No, my discussion is balanced.
Sir.
You read it, the charges preferred against him. And or not as an affected accused. Or not now me live with the judgment and I say Ghana for should patiently wait. We believe in the system. Ghana for one thing. That issue of subjecting people to court of public opinion will be
thank you.
Until that appear to you, you don't know how it feels. So what's the mabani ni and for a crucify war. It means where does that chairman to me am one chairman to me has never said anywhere so social Ghana. Chairman to me has never and a Jumadin why yes and on I and a Jumadin was who sika ukuranisika chairman to me is not the first Ghanaian or catch the Ghana for say why in a chairman to me and say he's a hardworking gentleman.
Thank you.
The best rabbi was political persecution. I said they want to bring this country back to the days of PNDC.
Thank you. One Prince Cham Chapel or couple or say the man on your far right, tell him I like his t-shirts.
Pan-African.
Yes, of fire.
Yeah, sure, see free or do wash. But even before I come then, I didn't catch him. I want to me Mahama obuwa umapa wa umapa achira. Yes, I'm starting feel red boy. I'm a bit confused.
And I say I care for now I'm quite same people name. Forward our
quite topic is on the bewadro.
Me that's.
Ora aduboy. I think I'm getting confused with the publication. At which point now, you better say, and I say about plea bargaining. Because judge can say, plea bargaining just at a certain point in time, Attorney General was submitted a document
after full disclosure.
Yes. But in lawyer so say there has never been any attempt to say or more are discussing anything about even plea bargaining with the Attorney General. I'm confused in this manner, right?
Say lawyer a judge and a part to omutima na say common law there and judge won no massive ni movie ya wo be kanu no so de na no yi
and where from that particular but I think I'm why confused and I'm sure say nyame nko say obi already the course no there we be say judge aka say plea bargain say e be gia to man e be tie dey say Attorney General and the full disclosure aba
okay
and the assembly fan on lawyer so kire say yakropo yan kan hwe about plea bargaining
nti sa no judge ne tie wo
what wo he
any obi request bia o de ba ye
nti say to say your kan de bia obi ebo pobia to obi but ebe ha me say ebo pobi to obi because plea bargaining no mo na mo yellow wudi agora punishment no ebe akoba ne say bi kro pa nipa no wa ye bone ne kro a e bia onko prison emum and as a sentence na be less.
Okay.
And as obetua sika no so say ye tua otua sika no a fine obetua na say still ko prisoner it be a prison sentence na be less and as on kokra. I am thinking say nipa di bonia and I meti here na me di bonia. The full rigors of the law should be meted out to me. Say me di be mama di bim. My di bim so na me call me baby. Inti I am a bit disturbed in this manner. But Ora Adubwa na some ba first no. From all intent and purpose I may observe here. Now or patches on your until say, in fact, even Obama ni bail no, in Central for to na no kakra no, or can say on himself member out free. Fine, I know there an opinion. But until say or admit say, esikano me masuma sibi national security so and so. And I'm say and your sentence what you to say again why? This is no, there's no way to me until one free the fact say sir dream no ankoso. The baby sir as a lay person say National Signals Bureau no omo mandate again. Omo mandate ye say hwehwe sika na farmer institutions and I say hwehwe sika na fa build and improve the National Signals Bureau. These are some of the questions that may and can be a lawyer maybe sir. But yantina yes and from yamra you want to know something. You see, many are crobia. What would defense is so I can say my man for fans basa. What would defense all the things you have said no point to the fact to say won't many of course men try and cast away baby until say embrano no be finding the guilty say we and that's why because many require no when we say I am for be and that's all any be any them crop for any forest guards be more omo call nemrim forest reserve echo hun sabe ne cars any juma omo di wo ho na wo legitimate license to miner and no tell say won't me fa ye adeboni o they said the crop ya can say or license or the mining so be legitimate no and no does not exonerate him from the fact say on fa and faculty kwa so enye hwe nti ye hwe dem na be na ma ba owura men conclude on owura ameyo konfi one of the respected individuals and as a diplomat a diplomat a government official okay and as a statesman me in my opinion my respecting for a very long time. Little did I know, in fact, now me crop say no board chair for this sky train thing. I think regardless of the person's position and his demeanor, no, you should not say a quite fast to 2 million now. I'm benefiting Ghana. No, say a particular so conform chedi and home crembano. Now in Tanzania a bonwa, embrano and in the paper.
Thank you. I feel young call a bond in a bond market so quickly and then opinion maybe. Oh, definitely. Oh, now you're a third person.
So yeah, I didn't say that this will be my final presentation.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, before sending about bond mission, quick one. Ghana for sending Musa Okudjata Brakwase when is he resigning? 2. Ghana for sending Musa His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama said that Ben was signed LGBTQ plus bill. So I say Ghana for Adjune free so by Adjune free so. We knew and we were aware of the position of Honorable Sam George. The way I know Jana and another Danko Akufo Addo ni MPP aban so. LGBTQ plus. But I know suddenly no. Oma say omo kan wasem biem. Ofa ya asante ta no me anu ofa. Me ne betena ofa ya asante ta no me anu ofa. Ye betena platform yi mu eso a. The way I know Jina aban ni aban ni mene LGBTQ plus yi ho. And suddenly ne san komo no ma share ni dia kwose baabi. Ghana for they see amanya messages from a number of people. Say me for the case issue Musa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Say time obey na omo be sign LGBTQ plus bill. Then finally, yes. And here I invited chairman won to many ade no. NDC chairman ahodo bebre who follow Erasmus Asare Donko of Joy. Erasmus yeah. The research ahodo awo ye ne communications and a conversation on Galamsey. What discover a lot of discoveries about and there was a video I watch on social media. A whole NDC constituency chairman be say forest gas for any security for Mura forest be mu enkonko pamo Galamsey for. All of these people are there. You invite them, they are there. No problem. Ghana for him near now. There's another video where baby any annual so Rasta man be a video and now pointed to a Galamsey site to be closer to the main road. I work as a NDC constituency chairman and AS Edman allege. Sanko phone in our you invite him. You invite chairman to me. only problem or availing on processes not beyond the from is ready for it. The issue of bond in the yeah NDC within the first 2 months our mobile from the domestic financial market according to minority presentation be Gideon Bwako and addresses our presentation as at that time about 78 billion US 78 billion Ghana cedis from the domestic financial markets. At the end, this is Bosian by now. There's that time, the first 2 months. So say your 5th month. Many workers say, somebody did say, a balloon cry, Kosoro. Any problem. And yes, she sent a band of Bosian. But political party or position, anytime be a band a German so Pesika Baba support to and Puntu Mapa Banyabiano. They find a way to bastardize the government, to scandalize the government, to pollute the mind of the people. Say, Abani unity my move on, Abani Jessica, or my phone, Abani Jessica, and meanwhile, there were a number of projects. NDC by they are yet to show to us. Adia Bakoma, Yanasa, Kwan Bakwan, NDC, the contractor, Yakusi, so money, Swajuma. But I have another Danko Kufuado by. Within the first year of the administration, 2017, we introduced Fiscal High School. Ghana ni biani Philip Kadoji. It was a free senior high school. It will yes, but the reality is that a baby no Ghana all right. Yeah, they don't say Sika you're mobilizing internally. No, it's not even enough to pay public sector workers. Abana banu okwaje bosia me as omaiba hame but the hame ne say bosia na omo gina na omo burugu ho no what should be the deliverables e dey na omo de be kire Ghana for say bosia hodo na ya gege ne yatimi de aye nie because abani ba in the flagship policy of the year campaign 24-hour economy sa ratio 1:3 ya me no mienu be di ho adanse say hwenko so ho abani ba ye
na all candidate all my accounts of 120 days you know or chair say system here in place
yeah system is in place is in a pipeline a political gimmick system is in place is in a pipeline eno ne enya no ne enya ye action okay Ghana for okopa adwuma
planning and stand
up okopa ya new Erica J hoyi na nsanya mo ni pom ko launch program bi om se den om be ma adwuma they could not even tell Ghanaians but ekwan be fa so anya sika no to run the program. They couldn't. They could not tell us. President Kofuadi any UIP by no. Or try and say you business can free talk tax. President Kofuadi was able to tell us say business can be a free get fund. Or tell us say business can be a free any revenue. Okay. At the end of the day, it is not a question of launching and commissioning and yama. It's a question of telling us.
No, Oman a budget in one.
Budget refine and watch them.
Maybe I get to ask the question, but say or chair baby obenya sika.
That one chair or say after na our directing minister and say one share na on sika sem no one share. But we don't do it like that. Or man we with our experience anye bia natco.
Anye bia budget no pay 25.
Anye bia natco be here na because once you me anya reliable and sustainable source of funding. And a dollar na seven, me man who na ma dollar na seven na ye ka no. Peter betimi abetra to be ope. Ene no Nigeria pe any other few countries or man bia aka bia sika unim BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Sa amman ya kese we nyina na obi aye na adwo so mo fa dollar ni niga. Eno na me hwe video bi. Countries are holding baby I am just saying $1 no more free. And the Bawumia da room for good for oil buy. His Excellency President Mahama Nanum was it the $10.6 billion now? Abwayama Yesika Najina MPP and 30 tons of good na yetimi a reserve no. Omo buy 1 ton kwamo fanka in good reserve. It is obejana be John Nemu chire say ono na nsese na ama dollar no enya ahode a. Busa ne say single policy be initiative be no dey aba. A global issue, a trade war oh bi ka ho. Of course, Bank of Ghana I intensify and she say ahodo a aban na betwa mkoye no ya na ye de boa forest market no near making sure that monitoring supervision no e won me boa mabaso and even governor nankasa mu Bank of Ghana governor nankasa mu be di adanse say credit must be given to the previous government.
Good for you no boy you must say any enti na mo time no entimi amadollar
economic issues yeah no kure woman ni say economic issues that time now Donald Trump MA president now announce or increase America for foreign policy on trade ama na enkofa regard this trade war in
the same be of the same be
of course
oh that be this
I don't know what somebody else
be say we are the president and now yes so moment be tell
we have 2 minutes and dey down
anyway Kasim to say
and we tell how come boy 11 go so won cash
na say me
achieve any am
ma hwe time pa me hwe say na wo ya de kakra but Kobia my main car will say at the first time his excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo or rented private jet coin obi anka ho when it became rampant and sane ho ensem you started say tracking and some you call to the first one ko fire a car boy so be see pempenso a ye force on the manager ye nti o mem ha no Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia ne hodo do no kwan be so ye fa no fi o mem ha ekwa no ne nti ye nka say ma president bia rent private jet for one reason or the other but when it is an emergency and no we would accept it. But when it is not an emergency, now at the time, so young can say private jet. Now would the foreign country or more president George Weah?
Prof Jane no
because your private jet, you overhaul it. Private jet, you overhaul it. Now
come for business class and economy.
I don't know what be determined. Have you even gone down?
What about her security?
My member so awesome.
Now I'm saying another go for business class. Now they know people teacher.
My member so awesome. What cost involved in the private jet currently and as to who paid?
Jessica Ketwa.
Mr. One the try.
And you're my Ghana.
You say, if you have a call for you, and you're my Ghana.
Now they know.
The LGBTQ are now accusing me. I am still the same person. Because LGBTQ had not his assassin another Danko Akufo-Addo
accuse you.
It was sent me one sign and the government make parliament every year. Into FN or match share with the backing of the state, I call parliament. Into your force of my sign. Into no dear, don't worry at all.
LGBTQ LPG.
That's one sign. This are on the bond. I think, sir, in Shishaya, Aban with you go aquarium.
I think you will get just a minute.
Oh, please. Shishaya Aban with you go aquarium. What to economy? A BA coin for us to go on the international Euro bond, and I think, sir, it's in the right direction because a bit cheaper. MIA. Now, what Sansuas is to say, assemblies will be allowed to borrow per their own structures, to as it were and development embra or more areas and measures will also be put in place to ensure say obia be tria and also you invest it in projects and then returns member obetria. It's in the right direction because as we speak say city appreciation yes sustained padia which I believe it will as a result of the reserves that we are keeping in the Bank of Ghana as gold plus also tax I slap on. You see, don't sit here and say MPP detected tons no be good. When you came, it was 8.4 tons. And the Bank of Ghana says on better gold. It was before that. It was after that 2022. Now memo day gold for oil buy. Into
Bank of Ghana.
They are claiming no. I want a distinction between the Bank of Ghana shares yes or Togo and send a gold for oil buy. More you are insinuating to say gold for oil detected tons buy. And you know correct.
Yes.
Thank you.
One, nothing say. The risk involves so I am sure because volatility within the system, fluctuation of currency, as managing economy in a manner, you better make sure say the economic shocks in terms of dollar cedi fluctuation, hitting it too much. omra wako J euro bond at a certain loan rate. Now the $109 na shoot to so na say onya cedi bebre na the $10 na go to.
Peter why?
On se de bia meka MPP for inconsistency, hypocrisy. Wo mafa. Menua iti ha contradicting who brutal. Number 1. Osi NDC for Sidi na ho de ni ade no omo come on policy. And I say ya what the war no. Osi Bank of Ghana is she bi omo de agu agwam de obebo ma ba so. Etimanu say ya. En any policy no different here. Of our Kasan my ID.
No, don't misquote me.
Of our Kasan my ID.
I will not come in here. Me say, Bank of Ghana is say yeah, you go governor we to buy no. But intensify monitoring.
Me say the double standard, the hypocrisy of the MPP is here. Dear one to me anye your mama na ban ye ama Ghana for ho so ye amane nya wo din say obe prezi. That is your problem.
Emma do krombo
me nya wo kasa na my din
o ba santintra
enei dodini a wo kodwa so no no nkan wo ne moto $16.5 na ekunu no ene me no kasa 10.3 Twenty-nine otoso a wanyina no enene de want to me anye eniama oboboso am wo we na wo we ma wo we ene ko see saying 16.5 obiaba bosume nan bosume numuntam de want to me anye no de bosume nan abaye nseseye ama sidi na ho de agina etimi no kase say 1 minute bia na sidi appreciation na mu 1 minute bia na CD appreciation na mu. It is not only the CD. Yes, meba.
Domestic.
Do you know why? Do you know why? That there no. And nothing I want in Nigeria. Yeah, in Nigeria and ye comparative because you speak common language. And most of the things na ye ni it do here now they are comparing Nigeria figures no. The sub-region no say no more currencies no appreciate. There's something I hear different. The physical discipline. You cannot overrule that.
Fiscal.
The fiscal discipline.
Fiscal discipline.
Okay. The same IMF is saying as in yes, and I have about 10.3. What is the difference? And then I make sure say I buy papa ba and penny for the share wasteful expenditure. You spend this kind of rough. You prudent management. And that boama mine 8 me busa okay 30,000 of gold. You buy within 4 months. You are exporting and $2.7 billion for gold. Billion
of which
one reason would decide your money. I don't know much to verify cross check. No more than one day
it's going to 5.
I don't that day we also saw. It's
going to 5.4 billion.
5.4 some result now we know and we you soon decide go see the law. That is the class of the matter. Petrol bar from one.
Yes, 85 and 1.
They walk in no petrol bar from
78.
See the number one deny it.
And
Ghana 411. Not sub your strategy out you should go through at the Abama City no yet. When your son no sub you sister I am at I mean I didn't Ghana 4. You were at 2 is forcing. In fact, Ghana forcing at 2 is over forcing. Ese say ya no ya ki o man ho. E dey bottom. And ya nyama no. E tiena well the mama. Ese say ya ni be say I think some people before na also ya di o go school no go encourage policy ase. They very policy because or country our say ya into what na ka say this for ya say but o ka bro for say ya mbo one policy. Let's have bond market no. But loan na yeah no a prudency and then proper low borrowing here. When you say President Mama Ampere, so $1 billion and they are trouble gas.
Yeah.
Unfaswa a trouble gas they buy my Ghana swallow. And not being a President Mama say, yes, you have a book market. See, can I hear Quaquageno? You have the yes, self financing projects.
Thank you.
And this is Cabin.
Me
that say, our mouth phone in that phone for so yes, I am here for some people. I didn't to me here. And that's the first time under the Fourth Republic. Petros what take? Petros so I'm a wood to me talk or filling a car busan.
Okay.
You want to me I
school start program ya. Adekye Nsroma ya na wakati nkwala so oba.
They say you got to
say Martin. Me chawa no permit say wo hwe.
Thank you for I hope so one time call discussion. What discussion is put him say me.
Ade ya pass ade obetumi haye. Na wan you
political analyst and Peter Akwasi Mensah deputy CEO the Temarship Yard. George Krobia Santi, Deputy National Communications Director, NPP. Me sorry na me say ene osaje for osia dear yo Dr. Nana Ajimai Bedu the second do my mind hene ene Nana Woda Nana ma utim kwa wonkwa so na oduma nkoma moa Nana no nyina we chiechi ginapa na wahenie enye sononko enti osaje force ade yo Dr. Ajimai Bedu the second do my mind ehine Nana utim kwa awodapa o se the incoming national youth organizer na no so one about on so say incoming
partner ba
anti say our national youth
yes
and I want to crachi CID
me barely did the army to
CID last week about no so say okofo
did that open MPP for no one
and no one George
and no one
Akobia hey any very set
this is 1 minute
na me can for Azovog emo Fraser Azovog 0244 155 266 0244 266 na Z News and Beauty and so NCSC uti ho obefre na 055 3837 201 055 3837 201 musisi ID na National Youth Organizer
ya krobia na national na krobia na
no okay enti two na yi omoni
Naomi seven chairman Naomi
Nana K ko
Naomi seven chairman tema women organizer also about regional women organizer Naomi
the work na
party dan wa mo party ya gui
nyame ado eja de Joshua besi abamba me akorabadi yamamumo enisha adeshe kai se ukodru fie nwumra odi nyankopon aseda be ma ya kramo